What's up people, Fernus here, and welcome to the Sleepwalk My Life Away. Full album is finally out. Now, as you can see, I have not listened to the full album just yet. I don't know if I'm gonna listen to the whole thing at once or I'm just gonna do it while I make these videos, but yeah, the first song that we gotta check out again is Sleepwalk My Life Away. And it does appear that we are going to get videos for every single song of the record. A video a day is what it looks like. So as of right now, out of the songs, the 4 songs that I have listened that, you know, were the 4 ones that came before the full album was released, 72 Seasons is the best one. If Darkness Had a Sun, I think that is my second favorite, triumphing over Screaming Suicide. Not by a lot, but I do think I like If Darkness Had a Sun better. And Lux Eterna is still the worst one for me. But yeah, never mind that, I actually have to start checking out the songs. So yeah, Sleepwalk My Life Away, let's go. Okay then, that's gonna be Sleepwalk My Life Away. Kinda mixed feelings, I think, personally, on the first listen. So first off, another Rob intro, Rob picking intro at that. Honestly, I think the main riff, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think as an intro, it works really fucking well. Like, I really like that intro. First off, Lars and Rob doing their thing in this part. This is really fucking cool. It has a lot of rhythm, and then James started doing the notes. I will tell you also like the detail of James doing the volume muting thing. It's a really nice touch, I really like that. But again, like Rob and Lars doing their thing, it's a really cool intro, and it's because of those two guys. Also very cool sound texture Kirk is doing there. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to replicate it. Yeah, but something like that. And then we get to that little transition part. And then we get to the main riff. Yeah, I'm not that convinced by the main riff. I think the good way to sum it up is that I feel like it works really damn well as an intro, not so much as a main riff in my opinion. Now we get to possibly what I'm gonna say now, it's my favorite part of the song, which is the verse. So the change in key here. I really like that. I think that's how it's played. Really like that riff. Again, it's not like a unique riff or shit like that. It's just a really good, typical Metallica style riff. Groovy, heavy, cool to sing over. I like it. So far in the song for me, we're going great intro. Not a big fan of the main riff. Big fan of the verse. Then we get to this part. Not a big fan of this pre-chorus at all. I feel like it's a little too different from the verse for my taste, because you take away the groove with it. It's also not very heavy. So yeah, I would say, again, we're kind of half and half, which would explain the mixed feeling I had about it. So cool intro, not a big fan main riff, great verse, not a big fan of the pre-chorus. This would be the chorus indeed. Now, for the chorus, to me it was interesting. I wasn't a big fan the first time I heard it. I liked it a bit more the second time, and by the third and last chorus that we heard, I think I started to like it, so maybe it will prove to be one of those songs that you have to listen to more than once, and then you'll start actually liking it. So yeah, the chord progression is interesting, so that's gonna be... I think that's how it's played. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it, but I think that's my best guess so far. Also, will say I'm not a fan of this descending chromatic, just one single note thing here. So these notes... Not a fan of that. I get to another variation of the main riff, which I think I would love if they didn't do the high thing on the 4. Because I think we returned to the grooviness of the riff here. So yeah, I feel like I would like this riff a lot better if they didn't do the high thing. Or maybe if the guitars stayed on the 2. Or maybe a palm muted version. I feel like it sounds heavier. It's more of my taste personally. I don't like when they do those high notes alone. I feel like it would work better if Rob actually did that 4th string, him alone, and maybe, you know, slapping it. Maybe that would sound cooler. But yeah, I like this variation. Just, I feel like it could be better if they got rid of that high 4 thingy. And then that's the bass riff for the solo to go over. Okay, so for the solo, I don't think it's better than the 72 season solo, but also better than the first 3 ones in Lux Eterna, Screaming Suicide, and If Darkness Had Us On, in my opinion. At some point, we do have a variation on the bass riff. And then we go back to the bass riff. And then we get this little transition before going back to the chorus, I think. Chorus? Nope, just another variation of the main riff. I feel like this is one of my favorite variations of the main riff, personally. It's like sludge Metallica. I think it's the notes, actually, like not going to the octave for me, it's a plus, and then going down this scale. I feel like it sounds really good. I don't remember if there's any more variations of it. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Kirk's variation with the wah, which sounds like just simply an octave up. Yeah. Okay, and then we got that very small little transition. And then the ending variation, which I think it's one of the ones I like for the better. Yeah, so like this is the heavy version, which I feel like this should have been the main riff actually. And there's that last part. I think that would be it for the song. Mixed feelings. Some riffs could be better, especially if they just didn't do some single notes and instead simply replace them with, you know, your regular power chords or maybe palm muted power chords. I feel like that would sound heavier. Now, as to where I would put this song on my ranking that I said at the beginning of the video, not sure yet. I can't say that I like it better than Lux Eterna, but I feel like it's gonna be a fight there between Darkness Had Us On, Screaming Suicide, and this one. 72 Seasons still the best song that I've heard so far. I've only listened to these songs, by the way. I have not listened to the full album yet. And we're actually gonna get the next video tomorrow, which I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna record that video, you know, tomorrow as well. But yeah, even though I feel like this has been a mixed bag for me so far in terms of the songs, I'm still excited for the whole album. But yeah, if you agree with me or disagree with me, then do let me know in the comments. Let me know your ranking of the songs in the whole album if you want to, if you have listened to it fully. I'd love to know what people think about it. And yeah, this has been Fernus. I'll see you all in the Room of Mirrors video. And then after the whole album thing goes on, then I'm gonna actually review my guitar, which I just keep pushing it farther back, dude. But yeah, this has been Fernus. Hope you have a great day. See ya.